Okay, so I am making the condensed milk bread right now. So far, I've added my, I'm doing a double batch. So this is 2 cups of milk, 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and I gotta get my condensed milk, of course. So hopefully I have some. Hold on real quick. Perfect, right here. Boom. Okay, so I got the condensed milk. And so now I have to do a 1/2 cup of Pioneer Woman. No, I'm not. I mean, we working that way. We working to become maybe a little dim in here because I don't have the light on. I might turn it on in a second. Hold on. So I have my milk, regular milk, and that needs to be at room temperature. 2 eggs, because I'm doubling this batch. I have my sugar in there, 4 tablespoons. And I'm going to do this condensed milk right now. Just let it go in there so it can kind of get everything warming. And I'll stir all of that together. Get all of that goodness. Now, I'm just a picky person when it comes to things, and milk is not something that I prefer. I just can't do it. And so when I hear things like evaporated milk, condensed milk, you know, but when you get to baking and doing different things and getting to taste how it like is a great flavor enhancement, especially for the glaze for the bread. Whew, how can you not like it? Like you're crazy. I say that because I use sugar in my cream of wheat matzo meal, but my husband uses condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk to sweeten his cereal. Neither here nor there. It's just not my preference. But, you know, I'm growing. I'm getting older and wiser out here in these streets. Okay, so I'm going to put, well, let me stir this real quick. Hold on. Should I use, yeah, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna stir it. Let you see. Stir that up. This is milk, sugar, egg, condensed milk. And to this, I'm going to add the yeast. Sorry, guys. And I have real butter. Let me take that out the refrigerator now, because I should have let that been out too. It needs to be room temperature so it can go into the dough. So hold on real quick. Commercial break. Have you guys seen this? Coffee Mate, and the flavor is caramel apple crisp, and it's for iced coffee. If you like it warm, okay, but this isn't too bad. On a nice warm day, you're outdoors taking a walk in the wind, in the sun, because you need the sun to make you a little bit delirious, you know. And then you drink some of this, and you'll be alive again, you know. But it's not too bad. I would actually like to drink this with an apple cobbler. So, not too bad. Not sponsored. So I'm measuring out my flour, and I have to do 6.5 cups. This is the part I hate about measuring out flour, when I forget how many I've done. Okay, I think it's 4. And then you gotta level that off there, nice and even. God, we're gonna pray that that is correct. Ooh-wee.
Okay.
My mama taught me how to do this back in the day. Leveling off flour. Okay, that's the 1 cup. This is a half. So 6.5 for a double batch. Why did I do that? I don't know. Guys, help me. The half. Okay, there we go. That's complete. Okay, let's stick this over here. And if you're having an issue with, you know, keeping flour, because if you notice, if you keep it in a warm place, and you might see little creepy crawlies in the flour, because you might have, you know, especially if you have a big family, you're trying to store it in bulk. And if you ever find those little black little bugs in it called weevils, start putting your flour in a Ziploc bag, and you can store it in the refrigerator, but we store ours in the freezer. It does not collect moisture. It does not get hard and clumped up. It just stays like soft, fluffy powder. So that is a great tip for that. Okay, now I'm gonna add some salt into this flour, 2 teaspoons. So let me clean that back up real quick. Okay, right here, right there. That's open. Shut that. Child, we're gonna get it together. I'm not gonna have no cookie show, because guess what I don't like to do? I don't like to cook, but when I make good stuff, it's good and the family loves it. So I'll keep making it, and then I'll find something else I like to do, and then I'll make that. And then, you know, I mean, I have to cook. I have no choice, but I just don't like to, okay? I decided in life as a young girl that I wanted 6 children, and then had them. So I'm stirring the flour, stirring the salt into the flour so it's evenly incorporated, so everything has flavor, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Oh my. Okay, put you over here. Okay. Evenly incorporating, getting that flour nice and flavored. But the condensed milk is the trick for this whole milk project. The condensed milk is the game changer, right? Go, you can go. Bye. Love you. The game changer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add this yeast into my milk. Okay, so I have to do 4.5 teaspoons of instant yeast. It's activated because it says instant. 2, 3, 4. I do have kids, if you hear the loud mouths in the background. Okay, they're loud, but I love them, you know. I wouldn't have it any other way. So then I'm going to stir that in so this can activate. So when I put the flour in it, that it will rise, and it does rise, guys. So I'm doing this batch really quickly. I'm going to make some rolls for my grandmother. She requested some on my homeschool page on Facebook. She said something about the Cash App, but we're not gonna worry about that part. We're just gonna make her some rolls because she asked for some, so we're gonna make some. Okay. So this took, I don't know what was so big and grand about rolls that I was so fearful of making them, but it is the easiest thing. Sorry for the finger in the way. It was the, yes, there's the loudmouth baby that I was just hearing in my background. Love you. It's never a dull moment in my house. I love it. So yes. I was afraid of certain things when it came to this baking, but it's not as bad as I made it out to be. You understand? It's not that bad. Sorry. Y'all don't get fingers in the footage until I get my get me another camera stand. I'm gonna get another one because I have one, but it's kind of got janky and started. I don't know, it seemed like my camera was too heavy for it. So I'm gonna get me a nice sturdy one for my phone and for my little camcorder that I have. Come on over here. Join the show. Come on, you're so cute today. Come on. You're so cute. Come on, come and say hi to my, homeschool viewers. Come let them see your pretty, they see you all the time anyway. Man, come on. You're so yes, she's so lovely. She was me back when I was her. She was me. She is me today, back when I was her age. Little guard dog. Hey, you gotta have them. They're important, they're essential. So I'm trying to really, I don't know, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute as it breaks down. Let this sit, and I'm going to come back in a sec when I get ready to pour this flour into this dough. Okay, right quick, I'm just going to add this flour. I'm going to add it in there into my milk mixture with the yeast, the sugar, condensed milk, egg, all of that's in here. I'm going to mix it, and it's going to form a dough, circle, dough mound, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to make some dough. There she goes again, guys. Hey, I told her about herself, and apparently she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Teenagers. But that's, if you have a house full of children, or even one, and they're on those games, this is what you hear all day. These are the lovely sounds you hear, just outbursts. I don't think I did that as a young one. Plus, we didn't have video games either. We played, but it just wasn't as random as these children are today. It can get quite funny. Keep all my little dough mixture. All my little mixture. Oh, I put my extra dough away. I probably shouldn't have did that. But either way, it's incorporating. We're mixing it all together. I'm going to try to get this done quickly because I have to make this delivery today. right back. Okay, so now we're gonna add the softened butter to this. Hold on, let me grab mine. Is this your water? They love making water cups. I'm gonna drink it because they shouldn't have left it. My goodness. Okay, I'm trying to get my area a little tidy, so because this is gonna take, I gotta roll this stuff out in a little while. Okay, so I'm gonna add this butter really quickly, like add it to this flour. Okay, add it in there. It's nice and soft in. Let's mix it in really nice. It's salted, but it's not the unsalted kind. It really don't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Get that mixed in. Okay. Got my little baby up over there. Yeah, how you doing, Bookums? Yeah. You over there bouncing? I wish I could show you to the people, but Okay, so now that that's incorporated, I'm going to take some flour and dust my area, because now I have to roll this out and make sure that it's not tearing, but that it's nice and stretchy, that the dough will stretch. Okay, so I'm trying to be smarter than the dough. This can get quite messy. All the time, you know. But it's okay. I'm about to have to get a little messy in just a second, because I want to get all of this dough out and use it. So I'm going to, yeah, I got my hands dusted, and I'm going to try to get, because this is good, this is precious. Just say, you know, in perilous times, you gotta know how to do this. So I'm trying, what my mission is trying to learn how to do this by heart. It may take a few times more and I'll get it. Oh my God. This is why we not pioneer women's up in here, because it takes a lot to do this, you guys. But we're going to become, okay? Become. That's my word for the day. We're going to become, because we cannot say can't, especially in WLS Academy. Let you know we are busy, like the Lord told us to be. Busy in the kitchen, minding our business, sipping our water. That's what it said.
That's what he said?
I mean, we won't add words to the word, but he said to work diligently as unto him. Yes. This dough feels wonderful. Man, this is like the best one I've made yet. The best one. Ooh-wee. This is what happens when you take your time.
Or you can take it out if you need to. Whatever you're comfortable with. Thank you.
Smile. Ooh, man. This don't feel good. You know, I have to get the concept of kneading down, you guys. I'm not what they call seasoned, but I'm going to be seasoned in this realm. I know Some of y'all might be like, you keep adding flour to the, well, I don't know what else to do. Because again, I'm not seasoned. So I'm doing what I think I should be doing. Yeah, we're gonna say it like that. Okay, I'm not gonna fool with it too much because this is stretchy. It's stretchy. And it took a minute for it to, well, we're gonna work it some more. Work it a little more. As they say, it's supposed to stretch and not tear. Whew. This is playtime for me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because again, I'm learning. One day I'm gonna be a master bread maker. But until then, it tastes good once I get it in the oven and get it cooked. It tastes good. Them kids, oh, mama, that's so good. So I'm doing something right. Real not perfect. I mean, nobody can be perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect but the Lord Jesus. You know, He is the only one that was here that was perfect. That's why I'm trying to tell you about this bread. Really? Really? Teenagers, they don't care that you're trying to record and become famous in these YouTube streets. They don't care. They don't care. They'll just come and talk in the midst of your video. They'll just do that. This dough into this lovely oiled bowl. I'm going to get it nice and oily coated because that makes it nice and pretty. And then that's it. That's it. That's all. Don't mess with it no more. You're going to cover it up and let that yeast make it proof and rise. Then we're going to do the rest of the steps and get it cooked and get it delivered.
Mama.
I don't know.
I'm better. Oh.
So it's rising. You see that? It's going to get bigger. I'm going to let it sit in there for about another 15-20 minutes. Okay, so our bread has proof. It has risen, but since this bowl is so huge, you know, it didn't really go upward that much. It spread out, but it did still go up a little bit. But this is way bigger than it was when I started. So now what I have to do is punch the air out of here, right? Punch it. Punch it. I mean, yeah. Gotta get it. Okay, so now I'm going to carefully. Ooh, yeah. Carefully. Hopefully they're not too loud, you guys. Okay. Pour this on out onto my workspace. Okay, so now, not going to do too much to it, but cut it in half. This is a double batch. And even if it was one batch, they have us cut it in half so that you can it makes 2 loaves. Even still makes 2 loaves. So now that I've gotten this, I got my 2 halves here. You see that? Now I'm going to carefully, hopefully, well, let me see. I still don't want stickiness to happen, and that can arise. Okay, I'm going to roll this out. Can't really see at the angle that you're in, but you get the gist. So this can start rolling. See? It's so much better. You know. Roll it out into a rectangle. You can make bread, or when you roll it out into this lovely rectangle, you can make rolls. Okay. Make sure everything's out of the way. I gotta hurry up. G-Mom's a night owl, so we're gonna be okay. But I wanna get them to her warm, so just in case she wants to taste it, you know, she can while it's warm. It's best to eat these things while they're warm. Whew, and fresh. Fresh out the oven. All this air is coming out. I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to roll this dough out some more. Mariah, she's always quiet until I'm doing something exciting. Prayerfully, I don't knock this camera over. I'll tell you what, like, becoming a woman has taught me a lot about my ignorance in my youthful times, because I had a mother who could bake, who could make biscuits, who could cook, and she was trying to get me in that kitchen. But my mind was set on, I'm not a Sally homemaker. That's what I thought, you know. But this stuff is essential. It is essential to know how to do things in life, because then when you need to know how to do it, you know, you need to know how to do it. Okay, so I'm going to get this pan. And we're back. These children, Lord help us today. These children and these games. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to divide these rolls. Just gonna cut into, I have 3 sections here. It's pretty big. Okay. Show you what it looks like. So I cut it like that, and I'm going to cut it into nice sized squares. Okay, got it like that. I'm going to take and just fold it into each other a little bit and just make it into a nice round bun for rolls. Make it into a little bun. Okay. Doesn't take too much. I'm not fooling with it too much. That rolling out process was something else. So I want to show, well, maybe not. So the way that we've been doing it all this time is that we cut it, fold it in half. That's where the folding in half came from. Okay. And we would then take and roll the dough. I learned this off of this YouTube video. And so it looked like a big old Swiss roll, right? And then you take and cut it into 7 slices and then set them into your baking pan. And that made a cute designer loaf of bread. It looks really fancy when you do it. Okay, so of course I'll make, let's see, want to do an egg wash. I do believe that's what it is. And just so I can coat the top of these buns, and then we'll just let them rise again, and then I'll stick them in the oven. Okay, so I decided to do the rolls, and I was going to do another set of rolls because those are scrumptious, but I decided to go on and do the bread loaf. So that's going to be pretty once it gets good and cooked. And so, like I was saying, not just for if you're desiring to be married or have a family, children, is it important to know how to cook. It's just essential for life. If you want to feed yourself in today's world, you might want to learn, because people are doing some wicked things to the food. So I would rather cook at home. A lot of times is better, because when you go outside, especially after eating out for so many years, you expect food to taste a certain way, and then when it's not like that, it's like, I've wasted my money. You know, we don't want to waste money on things that we could actually learn how to make those rolls from Texas Roadhouse. We can learn how to make the bread that we are desiring to have, and it doesn't take that much, especially when you get into it. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that much effort. Putting that milk in there, 2 eggs, yeast, sugar. It doesn't take that much. Just stick it in a bowl, put that flour in there, whip it up. And then you're having fun really with the whole rolling it out and kneading it process. But it took me some time to get to this, and it shouldn't have taken me, being the age that I am. I might keep that covert up because I don't look my age. To finally figure stuff out, that's not a good thing. I've cooked lots of good meals over the years for my kids and my family, but I could have been really getting down and doing some real, you know, some good stuff, because it doesn't take much, especially if you use a cookbook or videos, Food Network. You can really cook some awesome things that your family love to eat, and that they won't, you know, try to hide in a napkin or feed to the dog. So I'm proofing the rolls right now, and once they get bigger in size, then I'll go on and put the egg wash in on top of that, brush it, and then I'm gonna bake it, and then I'm gonna take it, bake it and take it. So. Oh my goodness, look at how good those rolls up. That's beautiful. Yes, that's it right there. Oh, I should have put that in there too. I could do it and make sure they grab it out. Well, I might have enough time. Okay, so this is butter and condensed milk. Butter and sweet condensed milk. This is the glaze that we're going to use. It is so good. Woo! Okay. You just came out. I can let them sit for just a minute. Hold on. Okay, so that's it. The finished product. Hold on real quick. Yeah, you see that steam right there. Oh my gosh, and how tender this is.